Quick update from the project that I'm working on. We already have the accent done. We have this left like that for a couple of days, and right now all the tiles are dry on the accent section, and we can move forward with the last two rolls of tiles. You can see it here, already started, but one thing important, we pretty much do the same thing as we've been doing so far from the bottom, but one of the things is after we through with the accent, is the first roll we still have to again adjust to ensure that we have a continuous grout joint. So what I did my first row of tiles here and on the back wall, and before actually cutting this piece I had level sitting from this corner, sitting on this tile. Before I got that one, I had level and sitting on the corner, and also those two tiles here, to make sure that they in one line and same level. And what I did, I had to shim it slightly, so those small shims actually helps me adjust everything. And as you can see, the bottom perfectly matches, and the top grout joint also perfectly continues with the back wall. So this is it, and we have this two cuts here, we have one more cut over there to put in. I also started working on the window. Here I'm going to use bullnose tiles to finish around the window, and also on the top. So this is how it's done. On the other side, I have two pieces and nothing here yet, so I have to work on this right now, and also on the finishing bullnose style that I already told you about. So yeah, so this is quick update. I'm continuing, and I will follow up with that and show you progress in a few moments once I have this cut and the other wall done. So we have this continuing level on the top before we put another row, and this is our last row of tiles finishing. On top of that we will have a bullnose piece. So this is it. One more tip from me. Some of you guys might be wondering how I cut those circular holes in the tiles, and there's not really any secret behind that. Of course, I'm using a diamond drill bit to cut the hole, and this is the type of bit that works the best. It's good for the stone, and it's good for the porcelain tiles and ceramic tiles. It has is a diamond blade, and you can buy different sizes. This particular one I bought in Home Depot. Home Depot carry those, and the price is pretty good. The way it works, pretty much we are touching the bit on a drill bit, and it also comes with a I don't know how to name it, but let's say coolant container. What it does, we mark in the hole, the center of the hole where it appears to be. We putting this. There's a two-side self-adhesive tape on the back. This one is already worn, but with each kit you can get it comes with several stickers like this, so you replace those. You stick in this to the tile, and what we have to do, we have to pour water into this area. So later, when we're drilling the hole, the diamond, the bit will not get damaged because of overheating. So make sure, so this is wet drilling, let's say, and we drilling this. It should hold nicely. If the tape is worn and you don't have it, because this diamond bit lasts for many drills. I mean, I can use this 20-30 times or more if I'm gentle and taking care of the blade. But But yes, at this point I'm out of those stickers, so I'm holding this with one hand, or my assistant Peter holds this, and I'm drilling, and it nicely drills through the tile, through the stone, porcelain stone, and this is how it looks like. Cutting circular holes is recommended because many trims has circular shape, so if we will cut out square hole with a diamond with a grinder, sometimes it might not cover. Tiles often breaks when it's close to the edge when doing this way. This diamond drill bit works perfect. I'm using this for every single hole that I have to drill. It saves time and is just amazing. So this is actually cut for the shower head. I'm working on the other side right now in our project. The shower head's gonna stick out through this hole. Let me go back to the bathroom and I'll shoot you an update shortly. Yeah, so this is our hole, hole that we drilled, and as you can see, perfect, like everything that we do. And yes, so it's good to have it in a toolbox. If you have a project you'll be working on, definitely will be something that you will need to make it go smooth and look really professional. So I'm working with the second wall and one more cut over here, and in a few moments I'm gonna work with the window piece. Okie doke, another update from the project. I just finished working on those tiles around the window, and what I've used the bullnose tiles that came with a tile that we're using, and what I did, I kind of figured all the measurements between tile work and around the window in order to achieve nice cuts. And as you can see here, we have joints lining and also on this side and also on the bottom. So this is the goal, to make it look the way it should. I have a finished edge of bullnose tile into the window. This is how we always finish. Sometimes we will finish with a vinyl trim, but in this case we decided to finish with the tiles, and we have a matching bullnose, which is great. And this is how it's done. All the cuts are done in 45 degree in the corners, not just the straight. Don't do it differently. And yes, the space between the window and the tile can be filled with a grout or silicone or caulking, depending on a gap. But yes, so this part is almost finished. Here we have actually tiles installed the way gravity pulls them down. So what I did, I have the tape holding it on this side. It sits on the tile, but those pieces are taped for now in order to just not fall off. And tomorrow the tape will be ready to be removed. Yeah, we have this light hitting through this window, but yeah. So this is how it looks like. It's nice. This distance is exactly same as that distance. This is how I have figured the entire layout of the tile work. This is why we have this cut under on the bottom, in order to have the accent in the right position and also to have tiles look nice around the window. So this is it. The next step for me will be to move forward slowly with the bullnose tiles, and I'm about to start doing this part, and I'll show you how this is done as well, to finish the edges of the tile work. Alright, so I got to the point where I'm slowly starting working with the bullnose. And as I told you before, when we have a wooden trim in a bathroom, bullnose always goes on the side of the tub all the way to the tiled floor, and the baseboard goes to the bullnose, not otherwise. Simply to keep water, stay away from the wood as far as possible. If you're using vinyl trim, you can do that, but most of the times we're working with the wooden pieces, so So this is it. But yes, in this case we have a tiled baseboard, and you can see it over here. This is our tiled baseboard. Looks like that. Very nice. And I'm putting this piece first, because bullnose tiles will sit on top of the baseboard in this case, because baseboard is too thick to finish it to the tile, so it will look nicer. So we have it inset, and I'm putting this first piece over here. I'm gonna put this next one right next to it to have a good start. I will continue with those baseboards all the way around the bedroom later. But for now I want to make sure that I have a good start, that everything fits. Okay, this will work. I'm putting those little shims to make sure that this top part is nice and even. Everything looks good for now. Let me actually put a little bit more, because I don't know what's gonna happen later, and having a little bit of the space, a little bit more space, will give me some room to play. Alright. Okay, this is it. That should be it. One of the rules that I'm always following up, in order to look for tile work to look professionally finished, I'm always making sure that the bullnose tiles are nicely lining with the tile. See, we have a matching bullnose, so if I place this right next to the tile, we're gonna end up with a continuous grout joints. It looks the nicest, the cleanest, the most professional. Even sometimes if we have a bullnose of longer bullnose, I will cut it just simply to fit this dimension of the tile. Sometimes we have a smaller bullnose, so then we just have to figure what's gonna work the best and just start from the center or have this offset. But most of the times the bullnose will come in exactly same size or slightly bigger. So you can see often contractors just installing bullnose offset or not really paying attention how it actually works with the grout joints, simply to make installation faster and easier. And this is what I don't like. But in this case we have a matching bullnose, and I'm going to show you how to do it the way it should be done. So what I did, I figured already the cut for the bottom, because our joint appears to be over here, so the solid piece of bullnose actually will be like that, with the grout joint following, and then we have a smaller piece on the bottom. So already measured that, and this is this piece, and I'm gonna start from this piece. I'm gonna put some thinset. You cannot see it, but this is what I'm doing now. I'm putting the first piece here, sitting flat on top of our baseboard, and making sure that it actually is going to line up. Yeah. So now I'm going to grab the solid piece. And I will place it over here. Okay, nice spacer. Now, alright, and this is how the first pieces are in place. Here, of course, later I will fill the gap with the grout. If there's any thin set coming out, you can remove it with something, and later use a sponge to wipe it off. So yeah, so this is the first piece of baseboard, and let me move forward with another ones. My spacer, and here, and this is how we got the second piece in its position. Okay. The trickiest part, it's still to come. What I'm showing you right now is fairly easy. The trickiest part will be to finish corners. If we doing joints that nicely follows with the tile in a corner, we have to of course do the same. And sometimes you can buy tiles. For certain tiles you can actually buy already prefabricated corners, like for example for subway tiles, those white 3x6s, or you can get corners outside and inside corners already prefabricated. But for this product there's no, and it's going to be the tricky part, but I'll show you how to finish this as well. Okay, so we got to the point where we have our accent, and right now I cannot just continue with the bullnose, with the solid bullnose, because it's gonna be off farther, because accent doesn't have a 12 inches, accent has only 6 inches. See, there's our accent. Alright, Peter is not with me today, so I have to play with this tripod. But yes, so let me explain you here. We have our accent, and if we will place the solid piece of bullnose, of course the next joint will appear to be somewhere here, way higher than the joint that we're supposed to have, causing and we will lose our continuation. So what I'm always doing when working with the accent and doing bullnose tiles as a trim, as a finishing edge, I'm cutting one bullnose to the width of the accent. You see, this is how it will come over here, and on top of that I'm gonna have another solid piece. This way bullnose nicely continues with the accent grout spaces, and we also have another one nicely continuing. Okay. I'm putting spacers, and as you know I'm using nails as a spacers, because in my opinion those are the best spacers you can find and play with. They will not get squeezed, they will not, they're adjustable the way I want it. Alright, so we have that, and let me put a piece right now that actually will be solid piece. Alright, and I'll show you. I'm gonna grab this camera from this tripod in a moment and I'll show you how it works out, how nice it can be done if you want to make it look nice. If you don't want to make it nice, don't do it. Do whatever. But yeah, so this is it. As you can see, this is nicely continuous, and this bullnose will nicely continue over here. So we have one more, and then we have a corner, because those that also has to line up. So I'm going to show you how I'm playing with this as well. And yeah, so stay tuned. Alright, so we got to the point where we have to finish this corner, and as you can see, this is the corner that is missing. The goal is to have a continuation of the bullnose edge, and we have pretty much one option. In order to have nice 90-degree corner, what we will do, we don't have, of course, cut corner, I mean prefabricated corner, so what I'm doing, I'm cutting off the edge of the bullnose in 45. This is a piece of the solid bullnose piece that lays on here on the floor. Right, so what I did, I pretty much marked with a square 45 here, and I got the bottom part of our corner, and in order to have the top part, we have to cut the other bullnose tile here in 45. This is our bullnose edge, this is original edge of the tile, and we're cutting over here, starting from this very corner. So this is what I've got after doing all of that. This is what I've got. So bullnose here, original edge, bullnose original, and those two guys goes together nicely. You see, this going this way, we have a continuation going over here of the bullnose, and the way it's gonna be installed, let's say this is our bullnose 1, bullnose 2. I'm gonna put this one here on the bottom, and then here we have our top piece. Right, so this is how our corner would look like. It will look very nice. It will have this joint over here, but this is something that has to be done. And this is how I'm finishing it. Sometimes you can see contractors actually cutting like that. So actually all tile work goes here, 45, and here in the corners, which I call cutting corners, but in bad meaning of this word. It's of course the easiest way, the fastest way, because it's tricky to cut those pieces and later to put them on the wall, because they're smaller pieces and thin set spreads through the spaces, so it's kind of time consuming. But this looks the nicest, and I'm going to show you how it's done once I have this on the wall, so stay tuned, and there's a few more updates from this job waiting. I have all the bullnose tiles in place. We finished around the window, and one thing that I would like to show you is this corner that I told you about. So this is how it looks like on the wall. So this is how we always finish edge. I hate when contractor finishes the tile work with a rough side of the tile. That looks very unprofessional. And yeah, so this is the second corner. And we're slowly finishing the bathroom project here. We have the floor. I just finished working with the edge. We have a metal schluter as a transition. And I have 2 more pieces of baseboard to put in tomorrow when the floor is dry. and it will be it. Alright, so the quick update from job. I'm about to start grouting. All the tile work finished, everything been cleaned and ready to grout. I'm not gonna show you how to grout and what needs to be done in order to do it, because I have a video, if you look in my channel, how to grout the shower, and this video is pretty much explains all the and questions that you might have, because this is the same situation for the tub. So I will be applying grout here on this transition. This is the area where usually homeowners asking questions, not sure what they're gonna do. And what I'm doing, when it comes to this space between the tile and the tub, I'm always filling this with the grout. Nicely filling this with the grout. I have my wooden blocks behind the tile, and I have the tub very well installed, supported, so the movement is very minimal, if any. And I'm grouting this same situation in the corner. I'm always grouting. Some contractors will use silicone or caulk on this transition and also in the corners. I'm not doing that because every type of silicone or caulk eventually will start getting moldy. And even if it says mold resistant, it's completely not true. Over time, water will be collecting and it will turn slowly dark. And I've been there, done that so many times. So I'm always using grout because I like to keep it in the same color. Eventually, let's say if there's a movement over time and grout starts to crack, then as a plan option B, as a backup plan, we can use caulking or silicone, but not in the first place. Same situation in the corners. I have everything well waterproofed, supported and built, so there's no really any movement in the corner, so grout really shouldn't crack. But even if, trust me, even tiny bitty crack in a grout will look better than moldy silicone or caulking. Of course, if you have different opinion, you can use whatever you want, but I'm just sharing my opinions. So yes, so I'm gonna use only grout at this point, and I will fill all the grout spaces here and also on the floor. Floor been tiled as well. Everything is ready. So we about to finish with the project. Here I already have the toilet in place. I have the toilet first, because what I do on my jobs, I'm always grouting against the toilet, under the lip of the toilet. This way it's the strongest bond, it's nice seal, easy in maintenance, and also supports the toilet well, keeping from bouncing. So this is how I'm doing that. So yeah, so this is it. If you want to see what it takes to grout it, check my other video. Like I said, I have a video only about grouting already, so you can check over there. I might put link to that video if you would like to just jump it over there. So this is it. This is how everything turns out. This is our window frame, and this is our corner that I've been showing you yesterday. All the tile work has been done. As you can see, everything looks really nice. We have some stone accent, we have 12 by 12 porcelain tiles, and the tub, very durable, fixtures in place, everything operates the way it should. And yeah, so hope you enjoyed this video on the tub, and this is how the project turns out to be. And yeah, all the tile work done exactly the way it should be. This is our corner, so everything's solid. So I appreciate you stopping by over my video, and check some other clips. You will see how I did tiling, how I did underlayment. There are several videos from this job to show you what it takes to replace the tub and have it functional and nicely finished. So stay tuned, and I'll see you on the next job.